Hello everyone and welcome back to my corner of the internet. There is a lot of things about our world that we just completely overlook and don't appreciate as much as we should. And one of those easily have to be music. And this is something that actually makes sense. Music is something that a lot of us have to listen to almost every single day, whether that's willingly or by force. So since it's something that is so normal, it makes sense that a lot of people just don't really pay attention to it that much. But they are some moments in our life that will fully allow us to sit down and really realize the power, the almost magical feeling that music can give to us. And that is when we are listening to something that is absolutely amazing, full on peak, a song so good that it makes you want to stand up and start dancing, moving your body in some unnatural ways. Or if the song is so good, it straight up makes you feel something. Sometimes it can even bring you to tears. You, not me. Real men don't cry. And some underrated aspects about music that I don't really see a lot of people bring up. Music has the ability to full on form whole communities. It can bring people together just talking about one song or just like a certain genre of music. Or if not that, I think it's crazy that some songs can have a full on backstory and be important to just one person. Like you can play a song and someone can have a full emotional story because something ended up happening to them and that song was playing. While to someone else is just a complete whatever, like, oh, who cares, it's just a normal everyday song. A good example for me, there's one moment of my life when I had a urinary tract infection, so every time when I was peeing, I was in drastic pain. I remember one time when I was taking a very extremely painful one. I'm sitting down on the toilet bowl struggling while in the background a Fire Emblem Three Houses song is blasted on my computer. So while I'm sitting there screaming in the toilet, all you hear is and because of that moment, that song will always be special to me. But here's the thing. Music can also make you feel something else. And that could be full on dread, agony, pain. And that is when you're listening to full on garbage, absolutely terrible music. Songs so bad where all you can do is think about, I need to take this off as quickly as possible, or if you're not able to do that, you just try to leave the room like it's on fire so you don't need to hear those terrible vibrations anymore, so you can be free. I'm one person who's not really that good at handling listening to really bad music, because every single time when I'm in an area and I'm just forced to listen to some garbage, you can clearly just see it in my face. I'm just one of those people who hit one of the deadest straight face of all time, just wondering, when is this going to end so I don't have to hear this? And honestly, I feel like the experience of listening to bad music is something that all of us can relate to so deeply. I really feel like that's one reason why people are so scared to share their musical taste with other people. A lot of us have this deep fear that when we go out and share something so personal about us, our own playlist, songs that we listen to almost every single day, music that we can relate to so deeply to someone else, and they just absolutely hate it. I mean, just imagine this experience. You're sitting down in a car with your friends and they ask you, hey, what songs do you listen to? And you know, they convince you to go and play it on the car radio. They're buttering you up and stuff. They want you to hear it. And you know what? You're feeling nice about yourself. You think to yourself, yeah, I'm going to go and play this and they're going to absolutely love it. So, you know, you go and plug in the aux cord or use Bluetooth or however the car you're driving in at this certain situation plays music. And you start playing your song and their reaction is this. Or maybe or even worse, a full-on. I'm not gonna lie, if this ever happens to me, I'm gonna full on just phone in myself, straight up just disappear myself from existence. And you know what? This has happened to me. I wasn't the person playing the song, but I was in the receiving end of a car where that ended up happening. Someone started playing their music, showing it to us, and it was full on bad. And again, I can't handle listening to bad music, so I couldn't hide it. So I'm just hitting with the full straight face, and like, man, she could see it, bro. I felt so bad. It literally looks like she was gonna start crying, and I can't blame them. So you know, they hit the stereotypical, you know, if you don't like it, that's fine. And just took it off, and the rest of that car ride was in silence. I could not imagine what was going through their head at the time. It probably must have been one of the most saddest moments of their life. And I'm serious when I say that. I feel like that's going to be one of those memories that it could be full on 50 years in the future where you're super old and decrepit, can barely use the bathroom on your own, and you're still going to be remembering that moment. Their faces, their stares, The fact that they didn't say anything because they didn't want to hurt your feelings, which just makes it even worse for some weird reason. But I think that whole scenario can perfectly show the power of music and the point that I'm trying to prove with this video. Music is powerful. It can unite people. It can even bring cultures together, as tons of people listen to songs where they have no idea what they're saying, but you know for a fact they're full on spinning. And I think that's magical. Anyway, that's it. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See ya.
It might not be today, or tomorrow, or next year, but I will get my revenge in Hatsune Miku one day.